So I bought this Solacure UV finishing kit, and it's essentially a high-powered light kit that I can either grow marijuana or age guitars. I've had this Yamaha made in Japan Les Paul for a long time. The guy had some stickers on it, and you can see the outline of where this was sitting in the sun with the stickers on it. And I want to use this to get these lines off, and I can sell this eventually, hopefully. This is an awesome made in Japan Yamaha Les Paul. I've had it for years, plays awesome, but with the stickers, every time I've listed it on eBay, guys are like, the stickers look stupid. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in the box for 10 days, let it run, and see what it does. This UV kit also ages wood, it darkens it up a little bit, so let's throw a Jack Daniel's oak neck in there. This is a figured piece of white oak. Let's toss this in there for 10 days as well and see what it looks like. So that's today. We'll throw this in and see how it darkens up and what it looks like in a week or so. So this is my box. It's pretty simply built. I got some 24 by 48 sheets of plywood. This is 10 inches. I had a base that I put some 2x4s on, and then I have a 2x4 on the inside that the top is sitting to. The top doesn't have any reinforcements on the inside, but I've got my 4 bulbs sitting here, and then I can put anything I need to into the box from this side or for the other side. So I've had 2 guitars in here and a bunch of necks, but this allows me to have a lot of space without sucking up a lot of floor space. So this is an auxiliary bench that I have, that this is above, and then I could still put a couple things on top here as it's going to go into the light box. Alright, so let's check out the guitar and the necks from about a week of aging. I left the guitar in the light box for about a full week, and it's definitely done some fading. I can still see a little bit of a trace of the letters, a little bit on the end, and I can still see the sticker that was here. So I think I'm going to have to leave this in probably for another week. What I learned was that if you leave this towards the ends of the bulbs, it's not as strong as if you leave it in the center of the bulbs. And this section was towards the end of the bulbs, and where it was a little bit stronger up here, it's got a little bit better fading. So it didn't work great for this. I don't have the most powerful light box. I have the entry-level light box. I talked with one of the Solacure representatives, and they were saying I should probably leave this in for about 3 weeks based on how pronounced this was. What was cool with the raw wood is how much more yellow or darker it got. So this is the oak neck for the Jack Daniel's guitar, and this is just a maple neck. And I put a little piece of tape here to show how much darker the wood got with the Solacure. So that I only had this in for about 4 days, and I had to flip it because the way I built my light box, I have the bulbs only going down. I can't hang anything in it. I needed to do it that way to save some space, but you can see how much darker and more of sort of that amber yellowish this maple neck got. So this really aged this maple up nicely. Really happy with that. It looks outstanding. Went from that sort of pale maple to a more yellow vintage maple. Really cool. Same thing with the oak necks as well. Oak is definitely a lot darker. It has more tannins in it. And what I did notice was how much darker the flamed pieces got. So this is flamed white oak that I got from All Hardwood and Lumber. And I noticed within the first 48 hours of putting this in, these darkened up significantly. And so this is the piece of tape I put on the back. Not as pronounced as the maple, but you can see that's a little bit of a lighter section. But you could tell just it has a more of a yellow hue. This one's a little bit more pronounced. This is where the tape was. So the violin light kit from Solacure really aged up the wood nicely. Outstanding results with the maple neck. Really surprised at how much darker this got. That's a significant difference. Within the oak necks, was surprised at how much darker the flame lines got. I'm gonna throw that Made in Japan Yamaha in for about another 2 weeks towards the center of the bulbs and see what happens. I'm also gonna buy another kit so I can age my wood, get it a little bit darker. Reason you like to age the wood is that you'll get the figure to pop a little bit more. You'll get even sort of lighter pieces of figure to darken up, and as you stain and sand out with the Angel Stellar dyes, I'll get it to pop and look a little bit more brilliant. So definitely one of the cooler things I have found. I have the Solacure violin light kit, and I'll probably be buying the really high powered kit here in the next couple months. I just got to get a little bit more cash in the PayPal account, but really cool results. That is definitely outstanding to vintage up a maple neck, just giving it some aged patina. Really cool. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.